Hello, namaste, and welcome. My name is Dr. Prashanth Muthukrishnan. I'm a pulmonary critical care physician at WVU Medicine, West Virginia University School of Medicine, at a community hospital about 20 minutes south of Morgantown. And I'm joining here today with Dr. Karthik.
Hi all. I'm Karthik Raghunathan. I'm a gastroenterologist working in a community-based setting in Topeka, Kansas. And me and Prashanth, we are Indian-born physicians who moved here after medical school and have been completed the training and now working as physicians, faculty physicians in different settings. We both got together to discuss something that's very close to our hearts as far as the time we spent in the last 3 years preparing for something called a permanent residency application. And we shared our knowledge here and there over the course of time in different forums, but we wanted to kind of put together all our thoughts on the whole process and kind of explain what got us here. And I'll let Prashanth tell his side of story as why he wanted a permanent residency at a different point than me.
Awesome. So I started off in 2012 residency at UPMC McKeesport on a H1 visa because I was able to get my step 3 on time. And I went on to pulmonary critical care fellowship, again on a H1 visa. And as I was getting towards my 5th year of fellowship, I started looking for jobs, but it took some time to find the right job. And little did I know about the fact that you were supposed to have a perm or a labor certification or some form of immigration application 365 days before your H1 expires so that you can keep renewing your H1. And I did not know that. So as I got towards my middle of the 6th year, finally I found a job, and then I got in touch with my lawyer and he said, I'm sorry, I cannot renew your H1 for your new job. And that's where I had to start figuring out, okay, what is my alternative? And that's when I found O1 visa as one of the transitional visas. And then eventually started working on EB2, which is one of the types is NIW, and then went on to also apply for EB1. Most importantly, freedom from visa, freedom from being dependent on these visas is one of the main reasons that I wanted to do this. Different situations can arise in different people's lives, and but we are here to support you in this journey. And what about you, Karthik?
So I was on a J1 visa, which was a non-immigrant visa, and I was renewing it every year when I went to India. And one of those times I was stuck in India for 4 weeks on a routine visa renewal. And that's when, I was wanting to get out of this yearly visa renewals. And I had absolutely no idea about how to get a green card transition from J1 to a green card. And this article actually I saw back in 2018, which is very eye-catching, but at the same time, it was very scary that it mentioned about a 150-year wait for Indian-born immigrants to get a green card. And when looking at this table, I actually had absolutely no idea whatsoever what I was looking for. I started educating myself. Then I realized that a normal green card pathway is the EB2 pathway, and that one had a 151-year wait time to get a green card. That's when I started looking at what's an EB1 and started preparing for an eventual successful EB1 petition. But I had a lot of hurdles initially as far as how to prepare that. If you go to the next one, which is the visa bulletin, that kind of explains the current status of EB1, which is the pathway to get green card. And you can see that the Indian origin people have to have a priority date of February 1st, 2022 or earlier to get a green card today. This is the March visa bulletin that's published in the Department of State website. And if you're born in India or China under EB1, you need to have lock in their early priority date. And more recently, even people who are born in other countries, such as Mexico, Philippines, etc., or having to have an earlier priority date to be able to get a green card as soon as they become eligible to. So this is a problem because not everyone wants to wait to get a green card. And how do you get a green card without the help of employer? There's two separate pathways where you can get green card. One is called EB1 and others the EB2. EB1 and the criteria extraordinary ability is a self-filing petition that you can file without the help of your employer, wherein you need to meet 3 out of the 10 criteria that to be eligible to apply. So this is information from the USCIS website, which actually has information on the 10 different criteria that you can use to submit for EB1. And I actually submitted in 2022 with 6 of the 10 criteria through my attorney. And then Prashanth will share his experience with EB1.
Sure. So I used 4 of the 10 criteria. And in fact, it was hard to even figure out which of these 4 criteria you want to apply for, because sometimes we feel like, maybe I do meet 5 of the criteria, but that's where, we are going to help you share as much, information and experience that we've gotten while talking to different attorneys and in talking to different people here in these groups. And on that same line, EB2 is possibly a slightly easier pathway. However, as Karthik mentioned, getting that the priority date seems to be a big problem. However, sometimes EB2, which also is subtyped into NIW, or you see right here, exceptional ability is one of those criteria that you can use, or you have to have an advanced degree. The good thing about getting an EB2 or an NIW processed is that you are likely to be able to apply for an NIW or an EB2 slightly earlier in your career, because they have slightly less stringent needs for exceptional ability, and that way you can lock in your priority date earlier in your career, so that even later when you apply for an EB1, then you actually can use the priority date of the EB2 filing. So we are going to share with you one by one in these upcoming videos as much as possible useful information, so that you can start your preparation of all these material content portfolio package of your CV in your residency itself, if possible, so that all of your efforts in residency and fellowship are geared towards eventually getting your immigration taken care of. Is that right?
So yes, so like both EB1 and NIW, it's more smart work than hard work, and we went through this process over several years because the information was not available easily. A lot of the information that we intend to share was compiled using talking to 100 different people in different forums, gaining information as we prepared through the process, and putting together that information into collective wisdom that can be shared is one of the goals that we had once we are eventually able to get an EB1 petition approved. And so we feel that time is good right now to start that process, to share that information in a concise way that people can understand, and also ask questions and learn from the process from people who have successfully gone across the line using an EB1 or an NIW pathway.
Awesome. So yes, we are doing this, because this is our passion, and we know how much effort this is taken, and we hope to be of use to you all. So we will keep posting more and more as much as possible, and please feel free to encourage us and motivate us during this process. And if you are interested in more of these content, just click yes on one of the recent posts in our Facebook page, and we will try to get more information from you, so that what you are looking for, and there will be a Google form that you can fill up, so that we can create content exactly according to what you need. Okay.
Yes. See you guys in another video. Bye.
Thank you.